Did you know that credit scores didn't start until the 1980s? And when they went national in 1994 is when they locked in decades of inequality. Here's how. Back in the 1930s, the government drew literal red lines on maps, and these were designated areas that Black and brown people were supposed to live. They called them high risk. Banks refused to give loans to these areas, lower property values, and fewer opportunities to build wealth. Let's fast forward to the 1980s. Credit scores were created to objectively measure credit worthiness. Here's the catch. They relied on data like payment history and credit length. If your family was blocked from building wealth because of redlining, guess what? Your score was affected. In 1994, the laws allowed the banks to work across state lines, creating a national system. They did this because banks needed a way to standardize how they lent money to people. So they leaned on credit scores. The same communities that were hurt by redlining now face the same barriers, but now on a national level. Today, credit scores control everything. Buying a house, renting an apartment, buying a car, even getting a job. But it's built on a history of systemic exclusion. It might look neutral, but it's not. So here's the thing. They're able to ask unfair questions, but they're not illegal. So do you have a long credit history? This question favors families who have had access to money for decades. If systemic racism prevented your family from building credit, you're at a disadvantage, and that's not illegal. We need to talk about how credit scores enforce inequity and how are we going to change it. If you found this video interesting, like, follow, comment, and I'll see you next time.